that brings us to your weekly capsule of health information. We call it Your Healthy Dose. We're going to be talking about Hannibal Regional Hospital Auxiliary and volunteer opportunities. And joining us here is President of the Hospital Auxiliary, Carol Wilhoit, and also we've got Alicia Rollins, who's Director of Volunteer Services at Hannibal Regional Hospital. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, thanks for us.
All right, correct me, Alicia, if I mispronounce your first name. I got Elisa and Alicia. So, all right, Alicia, tell us a little bit about the auxiliary.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for having us here today to talk about the auxiliary. We have a lot of exciting things coming up and going on. Our auxiliary is 240 members strong that give about 24,000 hours each year. We were formed in 1988 when the two hospitals in Hannibal merged. And our volunteers come together each day to help the hospital support its mission to provide exceptional healthcare services for a better life. And we do that through a variety of services, from our shuttle service, information desk, to helping families in the gift shop. So if you come to the hospital, you'll find us just about everywhere.
Is this the same group that used to have the moniker Candy Striper years ago?
Yes,
okay.
we did.
All right.
I think back at Levering in St. Elizabeth they did, yeah.
Boy.
Alicia, when you talk about volunteers, what age group? I mean, you cover all ages, right? I mean, the high school kids that come to help it during the summer, and then also the folks that are retired and come in to help out as well.
We really do have areas for just about any age group, and we do have a student volunteer program that's really taken off this last year. We have 22 students that are currently involved, high school age and college students that come out. It's great exposure for them. And then, of course, every age group from there on up.
So can you talk a little bit about the reward of being a volunteer? Because I know that folks get a whole lot out of it. Carol?
Well, when I'm a retired school teacher, and the first words that were uttered from my mouth after I retired was, what do I do now? Because I've always been with people, I've always served people, and I just couldn't let this be the end of my career, so I decided I needed to do something. And I've always had an interest in the medical field, and I thought, what better place to give your time is with people that really need help, they really need encouragement, and it's just been a really rewarding opportunity for me to be with people and just to give of my time to help them in whatever area that I can. I think the most rewarding thing for me is making flower arrangements for the gift shop. It's very therapeutic. You get your hands in there and you can do things, and it provides a service for the people that come into the hospital, and it's something that they enjoy, and it's a very positive thing.
Now, are you from the area, Carol?
I was born in Rockford, Illinois originally, but I've lived in Hannibal since 1982.
Okay, because it seems like the folks that are local, when they do this, they end up in situations where they're there with people that they know. They're able to be there for people that really offers them the opportunity to support people that they've known for a long time.
Right. You do see a lot of people come through the doors that you've either known in the past or just friends now, and it's really kind of like a social gathering sometimes, because you do get to connect with people that you haven't seen for a while.
And Carol, there was one story that we had from national media where there was a group of researchers that did indeed find that volunteering your time does extend your life expectancy.
I've heard that. I'm not so sure, but
keeps you on your toes.
It does keep you on your toes, and it keeps you thinking. I know I'm also, since I'm president, I'm on the board of, the foundation board and the auxiliary board, and it's challenging because we have things that we deal with and decisions that have to be made, and it's just really, it keeps you young mentally as well as physically, because you do have to keep up with the times.
And there is research, Rich, that if you perform a kind act, that your body releases endorphins, which is like the natural painkiller, which in turn helps your emotional well-being. So volunteering really does keep you healthy.
And that's one of the benefits. But at the same time, like you mentioned, it's an opportunity to socialize and have some fun, but yet do a good thing.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. We really do try to make it a fun experience for all our volunteers. That's what it's all about. And we provide educational opportunities for them as well. We have a monthly luncheon where they get together and, just socialize with one another. So it's a great way to give back to your community, but really enjoy yourself at the same time. It's a win-win situation because the patients and the families really do need the help.
And we just recently had a function for the auxiliary members themselves, just so that they could connect with each other, because when you're volunteering, a lot of times you may pass each other in the hall of the hospital, but you don't have a chance to sit down and socialize. So we had a luau, and it was very successful. I think everybody that came really enjoyed it.
And you've got some good events coming up as well.
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, next Friday, the 30th, we have our annual salad luncheon. This is something that we do every year. This year we changed it from a Monday to a Friday, hoping that we can get more people who, Mondays I think traditionally are kind of a bad day for most people because they're catching up from the weekend, and so we're going to try to do it on Friday and see how that works. It's at the Shirley Bomar Center there on Munger Lane in Hannibal. It's from 11 to 2. The cost is $8. You get a drink, a variety of salads, homemade dessert, and just a lot of good fellowship with friends. So we would encourage everybody to attend.
Okay. And also, you've got a special recruitment coming up for the month of October.
We started this last year. We had a Bring a Buddy at our monthly luncheon, and we're going to do that again this year. In fact, we have a meeting after this to finalize plans. But it's just a way to reach out and to every year recruit more members and just to provide a fun thing for them to do. And so we're hoping we have a good turnout. We also have, coming up in October, we have a used book sale. And we usually have a tremendous amount of used books, so that's a good way to catch up on your reading if you're so inclined in that direction. And let's see, what else? The funds from the book sale, and the funds from any project that we do are going this year to help renovate the ICU waiting room and the surgical waiting rooms. So
good.
It's going for a very good cause.
If people want to volunteer, they want to get involved, what do they do?
Well, they can contact me, Alicia Rollins, at 573-248-5272. So if you think you might be interested in joining others and just helping your community, we have an opportunity for you. We are in need of some volunteers that like to help others in our gift shop, our shuttle service, our greeter program. So we just have a variety of things for people to do. So you can come out, see our volunteers in action, and pick up an application at the hospital if you'd like as well.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it is great. And, of course, volunteer, it'll keep you young, right?
It will.
Yeah?
It will.
Okay. All right, very good. So we can call that number 573-248-5272.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, very good. Carol, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank
and
you.
Alicia, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Good information to know. And, of course, your weekly capsule of health information brought to you by our friends at Hannibal Regional Hospital and Hannibal Regional Medical Group. More information, you can go online, hrhonline.org.